Hello everyone, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm, where my addictions all over the internet. On my channel, do book hauls, book reviews, both physical and digital, audiobooks, and so much more. So today's video, I got a couple things I want to talk about, and then I'm going to do a halfway review of Gutsy Lovers and Cadavers by Anne R. Tan. So first of all, I want to say that because I am now officially on a book buying ban, I am going to do a weekly vlog about that whole experience, what it's like to actually be on a book buying ban, and, what it feels like to, want to buy a book, but it's not a good idea to do that. So I'm doing that. That's going to be an interesting experience in itself. I don't really know how long it's going to take me to read the books that I have bought, because I will tell you, I did buy a lot of books over the last 5 years. So definitely going to be doing that. I will be focusing a lot on the physical TBR instead of the digital TBR, though the digital TBR is very much a part of what I'm doing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of book shopping, book picking, especially from my own library. But even though I'm really not into fantasy like I used to be, I'm definitely going to be pulling out the fantasy books and reading those, because they are part of my physical TBR. Another thing, so I've got my little physical TBR over there. Those are books that I want to tackle for this year. So what I'm actually going to do is start taking those books down and start putting them in a pile to read. Which will include Dune and the, and the Coffee House Mysteries and all that type of stuff. I'm also going to stop being so obsessed over reading them in order. That's my problem. It's like if I don't have the next book in a certain series, I will automatically buy that book. And as I said, I'm on a book buying ban, so I can't do that. Now, the only exception to that rule is going to be if I can get it from the library for free. So I will definitely be doing that, but I will get to that. Once that is all read up, then I'm going to actually go into the room and pick out at least 20 fantasy books, and yes, either 10 fantasy books or something like that. And I'm going to read those books. So, like I said, as soon as those books have been read, then I will add 20 more. So I am determined to get my TBR down to 0, and it's going to be a long, long, long time. So I'm going to do that, and see what else. So yeah, every Wednesday I will, like I said, every Wednesday I will do a video where I talk about what it's been like to not spend money on books, spend money on other things that I need, I don't know, more shirts, I don't know. But yeah, so once I get my physical TBR down to 0, then I'll get more books. Or I may just end up donating some more books to the library so I can get more books. But anyways, yeah. Another thing that I want to do, this is going to happen during the fall, because that's when the bees go away. I'm going to start taking some books and put in that little free library that's like right on the Catholic Church's grounds. So do that. But I'll make sure they're age appropriate so that they don't get thrown away or anything like that. Let's see. What else? Oh, yes, in about, I believe it's going to be 3 months from now, we're going to be doing the banned book week. And I believe I'm going to choose The Great Gatsby to be the banned book for this year. That is a banned book. I'm also, depending on how quickly I finish that book, I may go ahead and start reading The Catcher in the Rye, which is going to be interesting in itself. Let's see what else. But yeah, not buying books. That's going to be an interesting thing, definitely. All right. So yeah. All right. So I'm at the halfway point of Gutsy Lovers and Cadavers by Annie R. Tan. This is the second book in the series. This is a book that I did get the license for. So I believe it's a woman is found dead, and she finds this baby, and this guy wants this baby, and she refuses, and the grandma gets physical with the guy. And it's interesting about how attached the grandma has gotten with this baby. But at the halfway point, I can safely say this is at least a 3-star book. I am enjoying the pacing of the book and coming back to the characters and everything. And I think that she's continuing this great momentum of some really good storytelling. And it's interesting in itself. I am having so much fun with this book. Even though I will not be getting the third book, because as I said, book buying ban. But I will say that I will be putting the third book down on my list, and once I get my digital TBR down on my Nook to 0, I will get the third book. But yeah, so I am, yeah. I'll end it. Oh, I almost forgot. I can't believe, because if I had forgotten this, I would have had to redo this video. So I am almost done with The Gunslinger. I should be done with that book tomorrow. Tomorrow or let's see. See here. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So I definitely will be done with this one tomorrow. There's only 9 subchapters in the book. In that book. So on Friday, which is July 4th, I am going to be starting on The Stand by Stephen King. It's really weird about this particular book. I don't know if it's just that it just feels like a certain kind of paper, but I swear, those pages feel like the same kind of pages that the Bible is printed on. And so, definitely it's not the same paper quality or the same feel that say like Holly and Fairy Tale and all that is printed on. I think that there's a reason why the paper that they used in the stand is the same kind of paper that's used when they print the Bible. I don't know what they had to do to get that paper or whatnot, but I am really intrigued by that. I really am. Um, Sorry. I would love to buy the stand as my own personal collection, but as I said, I am on a book buying ban, so I will just have to wait until I get my down to zero, and then I'll buy the stand. Now, I will be very clear that the exception to that is if the book is free. So if the book is free, then I'm not violating my book buying ban by getting it. But anyways, so there's like 79 chapters in the book, and it doesn't look like that 79 chapters could fit into the book and not look overly chunky, but I guess it's the nature of the paper and everything. So this one is unabridged, or like uncut, unabridged book. So we'll see what happens, and I'm looking forward to reading it. I've been wanting to read The Stand for quite a long time. But also for people that want to know about, how long do we gotta wait for another library book haul? Well, probably maybe like another month or so, because I'm just sitting down and just enjoying the book. I'm not really in a hurry to get it done. But once I get the pile down to the last two, which are both fantasy, I will go back to the library and I will get like the Bone Shard Emperor, which is at the library, another Stephen King book. I will have to check the this one website to find out what the next book is, and if they have it, great. If they don't have it physical, either hardback or paperback, I will check Libby out and see if they've got it. If they don't have it, but Amazon has it on Kindle Unlimited, then I'll get that one. Alright, so that's my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.